Welcome to Almost Athens. Almost Athens is a modern city, even though it has age-old elements such as patriarchalism, imperialism, dukes, ladies, arranged marriages, nuns, etc. You get the picture, right? Okay, maybe I should start the story. Okay, Act 1. This is Theseus, Duke of Athens, and a hero from Greek mythology, and he needs to calm down. He just defeated the Amazons, a race of super cool and powerful ladies, and he's getting married to the super coolest lady of them all, Hippolyta, the Amazon queen. So, Theseus, all psyched out for his marriage, is like, Hippolyta, aren't you like super psyched for our marriage, which you basically had no say in? But it's taking forever, and Hippolyta, the queen of indifference, is like, it's literally in 4 days. Please calm down. Don't worry, Hippolyta. Surely you must have fallen for me since I wooed you with my sword. But don't fret, our marriage will be extravagant and we won't have to fight. Interrupting Theseus's 5-star sex jokes, Aegeus enters along with his gigantic ego, dragging along his daughter Hermia, Lysander, and Demetrius. And he's like, oh, great and wonderful and illustrious Theseus. My daughter, Hermia, is being a piece of garbage and not listening to me. Like, who does she even think she is? A living being with feelings? I, her father, am telling her to marry this fine young lad, Demetrius, but she want to complain. She trying to get with Lysander, like, who is he? He always trying to tap that, giving her gifts and sing songs and all that crap. So good, Theseus, since I am her father, tell her that she marries Demetrius or she can die. Okay then, listen to your dad, become a nun, or die. Those are your choices. You have until my marriage day to decide. And then Demetrius cuts in and is like, Lysander, you can just get out of here. Like, Aegeus likes me, so Hermia's mine. Back up. And then Lysander's like, then marry Aegeus if you like him so much. Aegeus, why can't I marry Hermia? Like, I'm just as rich as Demetrius, and unlike Demetrius, I haven't been in every woman in Athens. Like, literally last week, he was all up in Nadar's daughter, Helena, who's now, like, obsessed over him. Do you want this tool to marry your daughter? Whoa! Whoa there, Lysander. I don't think Demetrius can recover from that A1 roasting. Oh well, my words still stand. Hermia, listen to your father. Demetrius and Aegeus, come with me. We have things to discuss for some reason. And then everyone leaves, leaving Hermia and Lysander alone, because they are just the picture of obedience. And Hermia's like, yeah, we're screwed. And then Lysander's like, no, not yet, we're not. I've got a rich aunt who lives outside of almost Athens, and she looks upon me as her son. We could totally go there and get married and leech off her money. Meet me in the woods so we can elope. And then Hermia's like, that's a great, totally not selfish idea, Lysander. I'll be there. Check it, it's Helena. What's up, best friend? Looking sharp. And then Helena's like, did you just compliment me? Take it back. Demetrius desires you, so you're the only beautiful one. Can you just let me compliment you, like, honestly? And then Helena's like, girl, you got me look like a potato chip. I would deadass do anything to be you. And then Hermia's like, so you want an oppressive father in a dilemma that puts your life on the line? Okay, honey. Well, anyway, you won't have me in your way anymore because Lysander and I are eloping. We're off to the woods tomorrow and leaving almost Athens. I hope you can capture Demetrius' heart when we go, but for now, wish us luck. And then Helena's like, why does everything suck? Like, screw Cupid. Oh, I know. If I tell Demetrius of Hermia's secret plan like an ass, surely he will be happy and somehow fall in love with me for giving him the information. My God, I'm at Einstein. This is going to go perfect. While all this great stuff is happening, a group of 6 men, called the Mechanicals, are planning to put on a play for Theseus' wedding, and with their endless supply of wisdom, they picked the romantic tragedy Pyramus and Thisbe. These guys are named Quince, Snug, Bottom, Flute, Snout, and Starveling. So they all gather together, and Quince is like, we're putting on the tragic comedy of the terrible deaths of Pyramus and Thisbe. Being loud and overly extra, Bottom is like, what a great play, and hilarious! Commence calling the names, my good Quince. And then Quince is like, okay. Bottom is playing Pyramus, the lover who kills himself for love. And then Bottom is like, guys, what if I add tears to my performance? The audience better watch out, because I'm about to drop some feels on them. You know, I could be the bad guy. Oh, I could totally kill Hercules. Yeah, okay, Bottom. Okay, Flute is playing Thisbe, the lady Pyramus is in love with. And then Flute's like, can I not play the women? I'm getting a beard. And Quince is like, yeah, no. Wear a mask and shut up. I can play Thisbe too. Bottom, shut up your Pyramus. Okay, Starveling is Thisbe's mom, Snout is Thisbe's father, and Snug is the lion. Let me play the lion. I'll roar so loudly that they'll be like, let that man roar again. Pyramus! You are playing Pyramus! Okay. We will meet in the woods outside Almost Athens so we can rehearse without onlookers. Act 2. So, in the woods where everyone seems to be going, more stuff is happening. Oberon, king of the fairies, is all tight with Titania, queen of the fairies, because she has taken in a human Indian boy, of whom Oberon desires to make his henchman. However, as stubborn as she is, Titania refuses to give up the child as he is the son of a woman she was close to. So, they meet in the woods, and Oberon is like, ew, is Titania. And then Titania is like, you see, my underlings? This is why he can't have all of this no more. Let's leave. He's an irritation. Hold up, Titania. I'm a man and your husband, so you're supposed to, like, obey me and stuff. And then Titania's like, well, if you're my so-called husband, then I must be your wife, of whom you are supposed to be faithful to. I see you, and you're thirsty behind all up on Hippolyta. I bet that's why you've come here today, to observe her marriage. And then Oberon's like, don't act like you weren't the same. I see you, making Theseus cheat on every woman he's with. Aren't you here to see their marriage? And then Titania's like, okay, first of all, no. You've been on me since the Midsummer, and our arguments have caused an imbalance in the seasons, and everything is just messed. And Oberon's like, fix it then. Give me the Indian boy. Oberon, can you not? His mom was like my best girlfriend, and since she died giving birth, I'm raising her son. God, you're so persistent. Come along, fairies, we're leaving. After Titania leaves, Oberon is like, fine, I'll do what any mature king would do and pout in this grove like a 5-year-old until I get my revenge on Titania for not doing what I want. Puck, my good servant, come over here, I have a job for you. What's up, says Puck, coming unnecessarily close to Oberon's face. A couple nights ago, I saw Cupid, because that's like a normal thing here, and he tried to aim at a woman but missed, and his arrow fell into a flower bed. The white flowers there have turned purple, and when the juice from this flower is put on the eyes of a sleeping person, the first being they see, they fall in love with. I hear the flower is called Love and Idleness. Go and find it for me. Okay. After Puck leaves, Oberon turns all cliché Disney villain and is like, when I get that flower, I'll use it on Titania, and she'll fall in love with some wood beast, and while she's distracted, I'll take the boy. After I'll give her the antidote, because of course she won't want the boy back when she turns back to normal. Like, that would make too much sense. Oh hey, who are these people coming down the path? I'm just gonna turn invisible and listen in like a creep. Demetrius comes down the path, followed by the embodiment of thirst herself, Helena. Oh my lord, Helena, get off my ass. Literally nobody wants you. You told me that Hermia and Lysander have eloped, so now I'm going after them through these woods. So would you, like, remove yourself from my presence, or more preferably from existence? Abuse me more, Demetrius. Treat me like a pet. The more you thrash me, the more I'm drawn to you. And then Demetrius tries to change tactics and is like, don't you know it's dangerous for little girls like you to be out alone? What if, like, I don't know, some man tries to knock you up? And Helena's thirsty behind is literally like, take me, Demetrius. Your face is the shining sun, so to me it's always day, and I'm never alone. Realizing he has underestimated her thirst, Demetrius says, I'm out, bro. You're freaking crazy. I hope some bear or something kills you. Demetrius, the man is meant to pursue the woman. Fine, I'll follow you into hell if I have to. Then the two rush off, and Oberon comes out and is all like, what the hell? Like, what? Well then, I guess I can use the love flower to make that man fall in love with that girl, because playing with people's emotions is the right thing to do. And then Puck comes back and he has the flower, and Oberon says, I'll use this on Titania. You, Puck, will also use this on the almost Athenian man who's running away from that unfathomably thirsty woman, and make sure he falls in love with her. Okay. So, Oberon puts the juice on Titania's eyes, while Puck searches for the almost Athenian man. Meanwhile, Lysander, who is traveling through the woods with Hermia trying to elope, is being totally useless. Wow, Hermia, you look like you're about to faint. Well, good news, we're lost. So, looks like we're sleeping unprotected in the middle of the woods. Damn it, Lysander, fine. So they lay down to sleep, and Lysander, unable to keep his pants on, tries to knock her up in the middle of the night. But Hermia is like, yeah, actually, Lysander, how about you back the hell up? You can't have all of this until after marriage. And then Lysander's like, oh, Hermia, I meant nothing by stroking you seductively. I am like the epitome of respect. And then Hermia was like, yeah, no. I'll stay close, Hermia. I'll die before I leave your side. So they fall asleep, and Puck comes by, sees Lysander in his almost Athenian clothes, and places a love juice on his eyes, mistaking him for Demetrius. And now, oh perfect, Helena and Demetrius just happen to pass at this exact moment. Demetrius, slow down. I'm dying here. Thank God. I'm going off alone. And then Helena's like, damn it, Demetrius. If only my beauty could compare to Hermia's. I look like a cantaloupe. Animals run in fear, along with Demetrius. Whoa. Is that Lysander? Hey, Lysander, are you dead? And then Lysander wakes up and, big surprise, he's in love with Helena now. Who is this goddess before me? Where is Demetrius? I would kill that idiot if I could. And then Helena's like, could you please not talk smack about my boyfriend? Thank you. Regardless, why are you mad at him for loving Hermia? She loves you, so you're fine. And then Lysander's like, Hermia? Who wants her whiny ass? I'd rather have you, Helena. Like, it's only logical. Crazy desperate girls are way better. And then Helena's like, why are you attacking me? Like, what did I do to make you mock me like this? Nobody wants your crusty ass anyway, Lysander. Then, Helena runs away, Lysander close behind. Later, Hermia wakes up and she's like, Lysander, where are you at? I had just had this crazy dream where this snake was like eating out my heart and you were watching smiling. Wait, he's gone? I'll look for him, but he's clearly dead because he said he'd rather die than leave my side. Act 3. So, Bottom and the rest make it to the woods to rehearse, and they start bringing up a whole bunch of problems. Bottom's like, in Pyramus and Thisbe, Pyramus kills himself. Won't that scare the ladies in the audience? Then Quintus like, I agree. Since women are such fragile beings who are frightened by, like, air or something, surely our stellar performance will scare the life out of them. Then Bottom's like, just put in the prologue saying that Pyramus won't kill himself, and remind them that it is only I, Bottom, and not Pyramus, because women can't tell the difference between reality and plays. Then Snug's like, what about the lion? Surely the woman will mistake me for the real lion. Then Bottom's like, yeah, that's facts. You could just take off the mask and totally not ruin the play and tell them that you are Snug. Then Quintus like, what about moonlight? The play says we need moonlight. Oh, the calendar says there will be moonlight. Good, because otherwise someone would have to carry a lantern and be the man in the moon. Okay, our last problem is that we don't have a wall that separates Pyramus and Thisbe. Then Bottom's like, looks like someone's gonna have to play the wall. Then Quintus like, okay, then let's start rehearsing. So the men rehearsed, and while they did so, Puck came along and was like, what is this garbage? So while Bottom went backstage for a while, Puck thought it would be funny to transform his face. If he wasn't an ass already, Puck gave Bottom an ass's head. When he came back out, he scared his friends away. Confused, Bottom thought that they were trying to make an ass of him. So he did the only logical thing and began to sing. Titania, who just so happened to be right there, gets up from sleeping and immediately falls in love with Bottom and his ass head. Titania's like, this voice of an angel has awoken me. Please do sing again, beautiful man. This must be love at first sight. And then Bottom's like, alright, I don't know what you're on, but love is blind, so we'll just throw logic away, you know. Then Titania's like, your beauty and wisdom are of equal proportion. And Bottom's like, yeah, no, I gotta go. And then Titania's like, you must never leave. I won't let you. I am the queen of the fairies, and I shall have them wait on your every need. Come, peas, blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed. Hey, Titania, what you want? What's up? What's up? What, Titania? Wait on this man. Entertain him. Hand feed him fruits and dance and curtsy. Satisfy his every desire. And Moth's like, yeah, okay, she's rolling. But the fairies do it anyway. They introduce themselves and Bottom answers them as if he knows them, and it gets sort of weird. Then Titania tells the fairies to bring Bottom to her chambers, and starts making strange sexual metaphors about the sad moon and the chastity of flowers, and it gets even weirder. So Bottom enters Titania's chambers, and guess what? We're moving to the next scene to preserve that PG rating. Okay, so Oberon is thinking about what Titania must be in love with after opening her eyes. When Puck comes in, he's like, Titania is in love with one of those ruffians from Almost Athens, who I turned into an ass. My own wife? In love with an ass? Why, that's fantastic! Did you put the juice in on the almost Athenian too? Before Puck could answer, Demetrius and Hermia passed by. Oh, here he is. Well, I saw that woman, but not the man. Hermia, how can you say no to all of this? And then Hermia's like this. No. I swear, if you've killed Lysander, you better be ready to kill me too, 'cause I'd rather die than marry your nasty ass. Demetrius is like, but I didn't though, so... I bet you did. I bet you killed him while he was sleeping. You know what does that? Snakes. Get away from me, you snake. I swear I didn't kill him. Then tell me how he is. And then Demetrius raised his eyebrows and was like, what do I get out of giving you this information? And then Hermia's like, the privilege of my eternal absence. Then Hermia proceeded to slap Demetrius, him and his eyebrows. And then she left. Then Demetrius decided to go to sleep for basically no reason. Then Oberon is like, Puck, what did you do? And then Puck's like, exactly what you told me to do, this is all your fault. You gave the wrong guy the juice, and now everything is wrong. Okay, put the juice on Demetrius' eye and lure Helena here. Okay. So Puck did what he was told. Here comes Helena and Lysander now. Lysander, in tears, is like, how can you say I'm mocking you when I'm crying? Helena's like, go back to Hermia and stop messing with me. And then, waking up, Demetrius falls in love with Helena and is like, is that Helena? Sorry I didn't see it before, but damn, hit me up though. And then Helena was like, damn it, you two. Why do you guys hate me this way? You should be ashamed to treat me this way. You both love Hermia, so stop playing. And then Lysander's like, psh, you can have Hermia, Demetrius. And then Demetrius is like, no. And then Hermia comes and she's like, Lysander, damn it! Where have you been? And like, not with you. And then Hermia's like, why did you leave? And then Lysander's like, remember when you told me to back up? I did. I backed up all the way out of our relationship. So how about you back up and leave Helena and I alone? What? Hermia is acting confused like anyone would in this situation. That must mean she's in on the joke too! Hermia, you are the worst friend ever! Don't you remember the good days when we were kids? Why are you attacking me? So you didn't send these two after me to mock the fact that I can't get a man? What are you on? Fine. Continue to act. I'm leaving. Don't be surprised if I kill myself. And then Lysander and Demetrius are like, wait! I need you, Helena! And then they started arguing over whose love was stronger until they decided to settle the matter over a duel. Before Lysander can leave, Hermia's like, Lysander! Where are you going? Then Lysander's like, get away from me, you bum! Only Helena may pursue me. Helena, you ass! You stole him from me! I stole him? From you? That's a laugh. You want to say something again, midget? And then Hermia's like, midget, huh? Well, this midget may be small, but she finna cut you if you want to keep frontin'. You don't own me. I'm tall enough to scratch out them eyes. In response to Hermia's threat, Helena stood her ground and cried out for help like a child. Help me! She was a fighter back in the day. Just don't let her kill me. And Lysander's like, begone, you bite-sized Dorito, Phineas and Ferb-looking ass. Let's go, Demetrius. We have a duel to fight. So, Demetrius and Lysander went off to get ready to fight, and Helena gathered her courage and ran as fast as she could away from Hermia. Puck, look what you did. Go and make some fog and tire those four out until they fall asleep. Then, put this antidote on Lysander's eyes and return everything back to normal. They'll all get married, and then they can look back on this as a strangely realistic dream. In the meantime, I'm getting that Indian boy from Titania, and then I will free her from the love juice. So, Puck did as he was told. Lucky for him, all the characters have, narcolepsy or something, and they all just fell asleep just like that. Acts 4 and 5. So, Bottom is still getting the king treatment from the fairies, and despite the fact that he himself is requesting things like grass and nuts to eat like an ass, he has yet to realize that he, in fact, is an ass. Oberon shows up with Puck, and they look at Titania in her pitiful state. Okay, maybe I feel a little bad about doing this, because, when she was looking for gifts to please this ass, I mocked her for doing on an animal, and she literally begged me to stop. So, when I asked for the Indian boy, she gave him to me immediately. Okay then, Puck. Turn this man back to normal, and I'll fix Titania. So Oberon put the juice on Titania's eyes when she fell asleep. So when she woke up, she was all like, whoa, I dreamed that I was in love with an ass. And the Oberon's like, yeah, well, there he is. Wow. I've never wanted to die as much as I want to now. After that, Puck fixed Bottom's head, and Oberon and Titania went off together. Meanwhile, Theseus and Hippolyta, and for some reason Aegeus and his ego, are on a stroll outside the woods when they spot the four, Lysander, Hermia, Demetrius, and Helena, sleeping on the ground. Then Aegeus is like, "Is that my daughter with Lysander, Demetrius, and Helena?" Then Theseus is like, "We have eyes too, Aegeus." They probably came out to celebrate the month of May or something. Hey, isn't today the day Hermia is supposed to decide between Aegeus' choice or her own? Why, yes it is! They wake up the four, and Theseus is like, "Lysander and Demetrius, you two are enemies. Why do you lie so close together?" And then Lysander's like, "I don't know what's going on. Like, all I remember is that Hermia and I were eloping." And Aegeus is like, "You were what? That's it! My lord, you must kill him for undermining my orders. Demetrius, help me out here." Well, I followed them to stop them, but then I got distracted or something by my love for Helena. Then Theseus is like, "I don't really know what's going on, but whatever. You're all getting married, so suck it, Aegeus." After this, the four discussed how they must have all had the same crazy dreams, and Bottom, who wakes up believing his experience were all a dream as well, decides to write a story called Bottom's Dream. And with the overflowing creativity that's clearly evident in the uniqueness of that title, I'm sure it's going to be a masterpiece. In Almost Athens, the rest of the mechanicals are worrying about Bottom, even though it was them who left him in the woods. They go on about how Bottom is the only one who can be Pyramus, and how they would have had it good if they were able to perform. When Bottom returns, he claims that he has seen something amazing to them, but then, like an ass, refuses to tell them. Afterward, they all get ready for the play, which, by the way, is a theatrical disaster. But it works out because the audience laughs at the fact that there are actors playing the moon in the wall, and because of slip-ups in the dialogue, like when Bottom said the line "deflowered Thisbe" instead of "devoured," and also because of their strange additions to the play they added to keep from frightening the ladies. So yeah,